18 minutes. 18 minutes to change a life. Multiply that with 26 brilliant speakers with ideas to change the world. And you will get the perfect recipe for a TED event.
The world is a huge place, and you never know when, how, and from where an idea can emerge. Such is the beauty of the human brain. Recognizing this inherent capability of the human brain to invent ideas that can change the world. TED is a non-partisan, non-profit organization devoted to spreading ideas, usually in the form of short, powerful talks. TED began in 1984 as a non-profit organization devoted to ideas worth spreading.
Jean-Jacques Rousseau, in his book Discourse on Inequality, writes, "The world of reality has its limits. The world of imagination is boundless. And yet it is essential that we capture every idea from the real world. Every revolutionary thought in the world can make it a better place, together." TEDx is a grassroots initiative created in the spirit of TED's overall mission to research and discover idea worth spreading.
Here at Bhagwanpur, we focus on change makers, the souls who can change the world with their ideas and need a stage to project it from.
Keeping the power of every single revolutionary idea in mind, we welcome you all to the official launch of TEDxYouth at SunbeamBhagwanpur, a stage for change makers across the face of the earth.
For further proceedings, we would like to call Ishan.
Thank you very much, Aditya and Midhat, for that wonderful introduction. I will begin with a story. Procrustes was a character in Greek mythology with a peculiar sense of hospitality. After treating his hosts to a lavish dinner, he invited them to a bed that was either too short or too long for them. Those who were too tall had their legs chopped off, and those who were too short had their bodies stretched with rollers. The Greeks were morbid and depressed people. It seemed that all of their stories were imbibed with a respect for fate, with a sycophancy for the fates. Another of their stories was that of the Greek hero Icarus, who flew too high on wings made of wax and melted as the heat of the sun god's wrath melted his wings, and he fell crashing down into the ocean. It seemed that the Greeks had stories written and dedicated to impassable barriers, tests set by the god that you simply had to fail. Well, here at TEDxYouth at SunbeamBhagwanpur, we have a gallery of speakers who have approached these Procrustean beds, these Icarian rots, and surpassed them with flying colors. Our society is suffused with these Procrustean beds, with these impassable barriers, with these glass ceilings, whatever you choose to call them. You cannot deny that we have methods of commoditization that package, repackage, authorize, and only then allow ideas to be issued. We have Nimesh Pinnamaneni, who will speak at a TEDx event for just 18 minutes, but that could be a talk that will change your lives. What is happening in this era is that we are accumulating digital data at a tremendous rate, too fast for our hard drives to keep up. His idea is to store data in DNA. We have Pankhuri Dayal. She's still in high school. She should prepare for the SAT so that she gets into the college of her choice. Instead, what she chooses to do is help migrant workers displaced in the pandemic by upskilling them with online workshops. Ladies and gentlemen, these are all people who have broke these Procrustean beds, who have broken those glass ceilings, who have never seen them in the first place. And yet when you think about it, our school is much the same. There have been Procrustean beds. There have been the sun god's wraths, which it has overcome. Think about it. 1 month ago, I'd licensed this event for SunbeamBhagwanpur. I was helped in this process by my very able seniors, by Pratima ma'am, who's sitting in the audience today, by all of these people who helped me in every step of the process. TEDx is a wonderful opportunity to share ideas from diverse fields of human accomplishment. We have Kalpit Veerwal, who secured AIR1 in the JEE Main and will speak at this event. We have Disha Ravi, the climate activist who was arrested earlier this year in the infamous toolkit case, where a standard social justice communications document was alleged to be a tool of sedition. All of these change makers are coming to TEDxYouth at SunbeamBhagwanpur to speak for just 18 minutes. But your guiding question here should be, what if these 18 minutes change the course of my life? This has been a tremendous, tremendous challenge with much more work than I had expected. And I simply would not have been able to do all of this without the help of Sandeep sir, who is sitting in the audience here today, who helped me design the graphic and spoke with all of the speakers so that we could prep them, so that we could find suitable speaking slots for them. This would not have been possible without Ankita ma'am, who handled social media so ably and so fluidly that none of our communications were off the mark. This would not have been possible without Pratima ma'am, who sat down with the speakers and is coming up with the schedule even now, while she is engaged in a myriad other activities. This would not have been possible without our chairman, Mr. Deepak Madhok, and our director, Mrs. Bharti Madhok, who gave their able patronage for this event. This would not have been possible without my organizing team, without my very capable team members whom I rely on for every step of the way. This would not have been possible without the help and support of this school, which does not believe in Procrustean barriers, which does not believe in impassable borders. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel pride in what we have created. I feel pride in what this TEDx event will bring to you. The simplest way forward would have been to do the first TEDx event, the first youth-led TEDx event in Varanasi for just 2 hours, invite just 4 speakers. Instead, we chose to go large. We are doing this for 2 days. We will have audience interactions in a virtual meeting. This virtual meeting allows us to bring speakers from all over the world, from Hong Kong to London to UK to the US to Bengaluru. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be an international event, and this simply would not have been possible without Sunbeam. I thank you all for coming here today to witness the launch of this magnificent event. Now, it is my tremendous honor and privilege to invite our chairman, sir, and director, ma'am, to please launch this event with a very short video. Thank you very much. Now I would like to invite Chairman Sir and Director Ma'am to bless us with their words.
A very good morning to everyone, and Jai Hind to SunbeamBhagwanpur. It's such a pleasure to be here in the first school in this entire region to be getting the license, and this is all due to Ishan's hard work of TEDxYouth in Varanasi. We are fortunate, and I congratulate the entire team, Pratima ma'am, Sandeep sir, Ankita ma'am. All of you must have worked hard, and the result is that for the first time in this holy city, we have TEDxYouth with us. This is so wonderful. I must congratulate and hope that this process of enlightenment, of learning, of getting to know more and more of the change makers is taken forward in the years to come. Uh, who is a change maker? A change maker is the person who thinks out of the box. And who thinks out of the box is the first person who made a round wheel out of a square one. He must have been the greatest change maker of all. Think out of the box, students. The youth has to revolutionize thinking, and in everyday things which we do, we have to make sure that there is some improvement, some development, some change in the years to come. So with our good wishes to all of you, great going, all the best to Ishan and his team.
Congratulations, SunbeamBhagwanpur and Youth TEDx, first time in Varanasi with the students. That's indeed very encouraging. And today I stand here with a lot of pride that my students did it. A big, big thank you to the TED speakers who have all 26 of them. It's not easy to, get everyone on board. I'm sure people behind it must have really worked hard. And to all the viewers, to all the listeners, I would say 18 minutes talk by everyone, I'm sure, will not only change the way we think. The word changes when we listen to someone else's opinion. An intelligent person always listens to someone else's opinion. And the more we listen to people who have contradictory views, the more we grow. So happy learning to each one of us. This is an opportunity which we are not going to miss. These 18 minutes, yes, will force us to think, and God willing, one day, I want to see my students also to be invited as TED speakers. With this, God bless you all. All the best to the event, Pratima ma'am and your team. Dear students, wonderful show. I'm really, indeed, very proud of all of you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir and ma'am, for those very kind words. We are indeed delighted to share with all of you what we have created in this behemoth task on 11th and 12th September. Now, I would like to invite Harsha to please address us and bless us with his words.
Jai Hind, and a very good morning to all the staff, students, and all the participants who will be watching this first inaugural Youth TEDx at SunbeamBhagwanpur. So I want to congratulate the entire team once again for organizing such a wonderful event. I have personally been watching TEDx, TED events on the internet for so many years, and they never fail to inspire me whenever there is some problem which I'm facing. So it's a wonderful idea, and I congratulate Sandeep sir, Pratima ma'am, Ankita ma'am, Ishan. Obviously, it seems that you have a lot of zeal for events like these. So it's wonderful to have the youth of SunbeamBhagwanpur take up this challenge of hosting a TEDx event and taking the charge of inspiring others. So I feel that one of the greatest challenges and the greatest fears of people is to come on the mic and to speak in front of a huge crowd. I think that always remains a very big something which we all are afraid of from time to time. So it's an amazing challenge for all the youngsters, all the youth, the TEDx youth of SunbeamBhagwanpur to come up and share stories which inspire us, ideas which are out of the box and which inspire us to take the next leap, because the road which we have taken all the time will not lead you to where you need to go. So always you have to think out of the box, and congratulations once again, everyone. Thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, Harsha, for those very inspiring and delightful words. Now, I would like to invite our Assistant Director, Pratima ma'am, to introduce the theme for this event and to tell us more about what will happen on the 11th and 12th of September, and to shower us with her blessings.
Good morning. Jai Hind, everyone. Well, TEDx at Bhagwanpur has been for me a journey in rediscovering the power that lies within all of us. When we embarked upon this journey, thanks to the enthusiasm and enterprise of Ishan and his team, little did we know that we would ourselves be getting transformed along the way. There would be times when we would seriously wonder whether we have bitten off more than we can chew. But you know what? For a person like me, the more I interacted with the young minds, the more I delved into their zeal and passion, the more I realized how difficult it is to say that the youth will lead the world of tomorrow, how difficult it is and how immensely responsible it is to say that the Gen Next will take us into a better world. Well, if the Gen Next is supposed to be taking us into a better world, we have to equip them with the resources to do precisely that. We have to allow them to think independently. We have to respect their contrarian behavior at times. We have to understand why they are so different, and we have to understand the meaning of words like radical, the meaning of words like pathbreaker, the meaning of even words like visionary. So in order to define all these words in all their dimensions and meanings, we thought of coming up with the word change makers. Because what is a change maker after all? The change maker is a person who at some point of time in his or her life looked at everything around him or her and said, can this be done differently? Can I do something to bring about a difference, whether in thought or in mind or in action or in execution? And therein they set off a train of events which years later someone looked back upon and said, wow, that was the turning point of civilization, or that was the turning point of science, or that was the turning point where all art became different. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very easy for all of us to remain complacent and bound in our mundane, normary life's comfort. But the change maker is the person who takes that important step forward and tries to do something, perhaps with a very selfish interest of entertaining him or herself, and then inadvertently teaches the world to look at life with a different perspective. At TEDx, we have put together 26 such people. Believe me, we were not chasing people who were famous. We were not chasing people who were luminaries. We were not chasing people whom people would identify because of their aura or glamour. We were chasing ideas. We were chasing innovation. We were chasing the sheer zeal to do something different, not for the sake of being different, but because the end purpose of that initiation was to better humanity in some way. So we delved into the realms of literature, science, political thought, physics, journalism, performing arts, to name a few. And we came up with the wall behind me, 26 brilliant minds, 26 impossible individuals who told themselves everything is possible because they believe it so. On the 11th and the 12th of September, we will be listening to them speak. The talks need not necessarily be motivational. That is not the pitch. The talks are not about I did this. The talks are definitely about I think this, I feel this, I want this. And from you, we just want your 18 minutes of undivided attention throughout 11th and 12th September. Because as we firmly believe here at TEDxYouth at Bhagwanpur, 18 minutes can change your life. So I invite you, world, on 11th and 12th September, choose your 18 minutes or give us your entire day, but come to us with a belief that if the world is to be a better place, our time starts now. I have said enough about my thoughts and views about the TEDx event. And before I go, I must place on record my thanks to the SIBs of Bhagwanpur, Sun City and Indiranagar, who as always pitch in with help to make any event a success. I have Ashish sir here with me. I have Sarita ma'am here with me. I have Reena ma'am with me. I have Girjesh sir, who has worked tirelessly on the brochures along with Sarita ma'am. I have Ashish sir, who has been brainstorming with us over the speakers. Nothing is possible by just one person's vision. A team has to go out there and achieve it. One TEDx speaker will perhaps indent your mind. 26 of them, I'm sure, will transform lives. I have said enough. Let's hear what the speakers have to say about the upcoming event on 11th and 12th September. Thank you, Jai Hind, and do join us on 11th and 12th. Take care, people. Stay safe.
Hey everyone, Nav here from the Washing Machine Project. We make manual washing machines that save time, water and effort for 70% of the world's population who don't have access to an electric washing machine and hand wash their clothes. This affects a disproportionate amount of women, and women get on their hands and knees in lakes, rivers and streams in buckets using cold water, causing back pain, joint pain and skin irritation for up to 20 hours a week, and we're going to help change that. I'm so excited to be talking at the SunbeamBhagwanpur TEDxYouth talk, and I'm hoping to see you there. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Divya Jaitley. I'm a serial entrepreneur and an award-winning coach. Join me at TEDxYouth at SunbeamBhagwanpur, where I'll talk about how winners communicate. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, and stay tuned. Our handle is @TEDxSunbeam.
Hi, Sunbeam. I am Moa Subong, co-founder of Abiogenesis, a folk fusion band from Nagaland. We play our own brand of music called Holy Music, which is a fusion of Naga folk with various forms of modern rhythms. I am also the inventor of Bamham, a new wind bamboo musical instrument, which people say is the easiest musical instrument to play in the world. I just can't wait to see you all at TEDxYouth at SunbeamBhagwanpur on 11th September. See you then. Bye.
Hello, Sunbeam Bhagwanpur. I am Raghu Mahajan and I'm a theoretical physicist at Stanford University working on string theory and black holes. Join me at TEDxYouth at Sunbeam Bhagwanpur, where I will talk about high school physics, rationality, and society. Follow at TEDx Sunbeam on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and stay tuned.
Thank you very much. Now it is my pleasure to invite the organizing committee of TEDxYouth at SunbeamBhagwanpur to please come on the stage and entreat the audience to come join us on 11th and 12th September live. All of the members of TEDxYouth at SunbeamBhagwanpur, please ascend the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the assembly you see here on stage are people who believe that books and movies, though great, are insufficient. You need to speak with the people who have brought about the changes that are written in books and movies. Ladies and gentlemen, these are people who believe that 18 minutes can change your life. And we wish to convince you of this on 11th and 12th September. Therefore, it is our entreaty to you to please come join us on those days on Zoom. Our timings are 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. with a lunch break from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, we will live stream to YouTube and Facebook. But if you can, please come join us on Zoom, because there we will interact with the speakers. We will ask them questions. We will take questions from the audience. We will go into breakout discussions, because we believe that there is little point in having a talk unless you can dive into its ideas. 18 minutes are great for introducing an idea, not for exploring it in depth. Follow at TEDx Sunbeam on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and stay tuned for when we go live. Thank you very much. From left to right, which is your left, Aditya, who is the head of operations, Midhat, who is handling all of the speakers, Aditi, and and Sanskriti, who are handling marketing and communications, Ishita, who is handling the chat and the waiting rooms and so forth on the day of the event. We also have Ishanvi, who unfortunately could not join us. She too will be handling the chat and all of that. What this tells you is that this is a massive organizational effort, and this would certainly not have been possible had this been a one-person show. This is a youth event led by SunbeamBhagwanpur itself, and we can't wait to share with all of you what we have created. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure to have you. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you to all of us who caught us live on Facebook. Thank you, all of you, and we wish to see you very soon.